Thank you, Madam President. We'll be as brief as it is possible. First of all, thank you all for participating in this discussion. Would like to emphasize a few facts. Number one, wanted to say that Serbia will do everything that is possible to be done to keep peace, stability and tranquility in the region, as we have always been doing. I was referring to all of you with, I believe, the real facts and arguments without ad hominem ad personam, insults, scoffings and scoldings, and will continue so. Speaking about facts that were allegedly mentioned here about Serbia supporting counterfeiting, money laundering, criminal activities and everything else. I will depict to you this situation just in one example, and everything will be very clear to you. It was said here that Serbs are bringing sex through administrative line, or some of you would say border lines between Serbia and Kosovo. And that's how we influence, how we make a big impact on criminals in the north of Kosovo or in the other areas of Kosovo. Just for you to know. You know who does it. Who brings those sex? Not Serbs, but Brits instead of us. They're authorized and specialized company, Henderson. They're doing a legal job, don't worry. We paid to them. We engaged Brits. The name of the company is Henderson. They transfer our money to Kosovo in those sacks. Just for you to see how transparent we are. Although Brits, as you know, have already recognized Kosovo's independence. And when you speak about suspension and saying good things about suspension of implementation of the abolishment of dinner, I need to tell you that it's not true at all. To our Korean, Sierra Leone's and all the other friends that have just mentioned that. Because they stopped the car which were run by Henderson Company, which were bringing money for pensions, salaries, and of course social beneficiaries as well. Number two, here you heard, and it's good that some of people, as the citizens of Serbia, wanted to speak about Serbian democratic life. They were saying that we were torturing and at the end paralyzing the opposition leader in Serbia. The name of a man is, as they said, Mr. Sandulovic. No one in Serbia has ever heard of that participant in political life in Serbia. Once he participated in elections and he got 0.01%. Once upon a time. Speaking about facts. Now, coming back to the real issues. Here, most of those countries that not in adherence with the UN Charter and UN Resolution 1244 have recognized Kosovo's independence, try to find a sufficient excuse and justification for everything that Pristina was doing, and a fact that something happened on 24th of September, which we as a state condemned. But someone has to explain and someone has to say what has really happened and why I was not mentioning that in my intervention. First of all, it's not good that we didn't hear anything about killing attempts of Serbian kids because they were carrying Christmas tree, and some other people as well. But you need to know that 10 months before that Banjska case, we were negotiating with European Union and United States of America And we tried to please, and we were begging Serbs to leave, to remove themselves from the barricades they raised because of constant, systematic and systemic attacks made by Pristina against them. And I was taking by myself all the guarantees from United States of America and European Union, and was trying to persuade, was trying to convince Kosovo Serbs to accept those guarantees. They came to that meeting to me and they said to me, we believe you, but we don't believe them. They're going to violate and they're going to forget everything, and we are going to be hunted as wild hares. And I said to them, I cannot get more. We need to believe to our American and our European partners. They said to me, we'll do it, but we still don't believe that they will respect, they will obey what they promised to us. As a matter of fact, 3 months after that, Pristina authorities started hunting Serbs that were erecting those barricades. And that was one of the reasons why those people that were born, that were living an entire their life in Kosovo, wanted to defend their own thresholds, their own families. Did they do it rightfully? I don't believe that. But you need to know the real reasons. Even after that, we started the process of investigation. And we'll see an indictment. But someone has to understand that according to UN Charter and Resolution 1244, the only territorial integrity that's been violated is Serbia's territorial integrity. There are no other countries that there has been any kind of territorial integrity violations. And finally, I need to thank to 109 countries within the United Nations that did not recognize Kosovo's independence, to those 109 nations in the world that stick to the UN Charter, Resolution 1244, and also to say, because here it was mentioned that Serbia is an extended hand of Russia. As a president, proud president of Serbia, I am saying to all of you, and as you can see, it's easy for me to look at your eyes and to say that Serbia is an independent, sovereign, freedom-loving country, that we are not puppets of anyone, neither of United States of America, Russia, or any other country in the world. And that will remain so. And that's why I'm so proud that I saw our beautiful flag hoisted here in front of this building of the United Nations. Thank you once again for listening to me and for giving me an opportunity to speak to you. Thanks a lot.